Hi everyone, I'm Snow. Welcome back to my channel. Today, finally I'm coming back with another video about interview skills. I understand right now it's really a tough market out there. I have lots of friends who are looking for new jobs and I couldn't get into any opportunities, and I know that all the corporations are trying to find ways to save money. So now it's the time for us to really sharpen our interview skills and try to do some self-improvement. When the right opportunity presents themselves, you feel ready for it. And today I want to talk about the most simple question about how to introduce yourself during the interview and how to answer interviews such as, please introduce yourself to us. Why do you want this job? And why do you think you are a good fit for the position? Questions like this, they're not behavioral-based questions, and they're ways for the company trying to get to know you better. And if you get such questions, I would encourage you to answer from those few points I will talk about below. First, you should introduce yourself and talk about your current role. For example, I will say, "Hi everyone, my name is Snow. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to participate in the job interview. I'm currently working as a manager for this team within this organization, and I've been working there for this many years." And next part, I will definitely talk about my past experience in bullet points. And I would use such format as, I worked at this organization as this for about this many years, and I've gained these type of experience. If I'm looking for a data analyst job, I would say, I've gained experience in analyze data and compile data site, present the result to a wide variety of audience, and I also talk about all the awards I've earned through this job. I'll summarize it for all the job experience that's relevant to the job that I'm applying for. If you have a really extensive list, then I would say cut it down to 3 to 5 bullets and highly summarize your experience that speaks to the job you're interviewing for the most. And the next part, I would mention about my educational background. For me, I would say I have a bachelor degree in statistics and a master's degree in economics. And I'll also highlight some of the other courses or trainings that I think that's relevant to the job, and use the example, I'm still applying for the data analyst job. I also have certificates and courses that I've taken on Coursera. I have multiple Power BI license. And the next part, I would definitely highlight some of my key skills. And I'll divide the skill section to 2 different categories actually. One is your skills and one is soft skills. So I would talk about organizational skills, leadership skills. For example, for the data analyst job that I'm applying for, I will talk about I'm proficient with Microsoft Power BI, with Tableau, with Python, and I can write codes in SQL. I will talk about over the past few years, I've created over X amount of dashboards, and I've did this amount of analysis. And I would also highlight some of my soft skills. If I'm applying for the data analyst job, I will highlight the soft skills such as I have attention to details and my presentation skills. I would say something like, I have great attention to details, and I always double or triple check my work to make sure the accuracy of the results. And I'm also very good at presenting and sharing the results with the audience. I had the experience presenting to my executive director, my associate deputy minister. And the next part, I will definitely talk about my passion for the job that I'm applying for. Highlight that I understand the role, understand the organization, and passionate about the role, and passionate at working with a company. If I'm applying for a data analyst job with, let's say, Microsoft, I would say it has always been a dream to be a data analyst with Microsoft. I always think that data will bring so much knowledge, and we can use data to make insightful decisions. So I always believe in data-driven decisions, and I feel like with my skill set and along with my past experience and my skills, I can bring lots of value to the team. And I've always believed in Microsoft as a company, so I really want to be part of this team. Some common mistakes that I've seen before is that when people get asked this type of question, they really just answer the question from the very surface level. Let's say if I ask you to introduce yourself, some people will just talk about their name, their age, and their location. In an environment that maybe I don't have any patience to ask the follow-up question, then you lose the really great opportunity to demonstrate your skills and experience. When answering questions like, why do you want to apply for this job? Some common mistakes that I've seen so far is more self-focused, talking about they want the position to make more money, to help solve their problems. However, from the HR or corporate perspective, we're looking for someone who can help with the team, help with the work that we're doing. When the benefit is one way instead of two ways, that create challenges. And some other common mistakes I've seen so far is that the introduction is either too long or too short. Sometimes people get into the weeds talking about, all the awards they have won. Sometimes people can be talking about one specific project or one very specific essay they have written before. When answering questions like introduce yourself or why do you apply for this job, the interview panel is hoping to get to know you better, understand your passion from a high level. And I would encourage you to write it down, your answer, and do some testing. It should be within 2 minutes. Usually this is the first question they will ask you, so it's your opportunity to make a great impression. I always think answering these type of questions is like writing a cover letter, but instead of writing a cover letter, you're speaking to your cover letter. So it's really important to have some bullets prepared. It's better to over-prepared than not prepared. Let's summarize the key points again. When you are asked this type of question about introducing yourself, why you apply for this job, talk about your current role, talk about your past experience, talk about education background, talk about skills, including skills and soft skills, and then talk about your passion for the job and why you're a great fit for the position. I hope you find this video helpful. If you like this video, please give it a big thumb up. Please subscribe to this channel and I continue to provide interview tips and tricks. Thank you for watching. Bye.